Welcome back to another video, you juicy pineapples. Now, long time no see. I hope you pineapples have missed me as much as I've missed you. Now, we're coming straight back to a banger. Chris Eubank versus Benn, number 2. Now, I was very late to the program. I felt when I started this channel, I did want to base the first video, from the first Benn and Eubank fight. And I just felt like I probably missed out on that one. But then, obviously, I remember the rematch course, so I thought, you know what, I'll buy my time. And then I'll mention it on the lead up to the second fight. Now, we all know we're going to get a banger. I mean, no two fights are the same, but I mean, when it comes to them two, is it going to be much different? I don't know. It all depends on, obviously, hydration course, if there's going to be one, which there probably will. September 20th, down in London. Nice local. It's going to do massive numbers. I know that for damn sure. I think the build-up's going to be a little bit of a... We've done the whole Eubank Jr and the Benn feisty build-up. But whereas now, we know Senior, he's lurking about. He's about the scene. Are we going to see Nigel Benn and Eubank Senior get into a little something? I don't know. All I know is that I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind. It will sell pay-per-views. I think we'll probably see a much more classier Chris Eubank Jr. I mean, Eubank Jr. does what he does best, as in within selling the fight and promoting it. But I think if Senior is going to be with him side by side in the press conferences and all the build-up, during the whole build-up, which I think he will, because I think a lot of promotions and stuff will approach Senior and offer him good money to be a part of the build-up, and I think it'll just, the marketing value will just send a skyrocket if he's there. It proved it from the moment that he turned up to the arena, how much of a massive draw that was that Senior was there, and he's going to be a part of the whole event. Rastafari. Well, I mean, he's just a character, isn't he? He could probably sell it on his own without Benn or Eubank Jr. saying a single word. September 20th, London. I'm excited for it. I mean, I would be interested in getting tickets for it. But recently I went to Portman Road to watch Fabio Wardley, and I was mainly watching it from a screen how far back I was. So I always said to myself, if I was going to go to an event now, it would have to be ringside or close. And to be honest, I don't know if I've got like a spare $3,000 to just go ringside to watch Chris Eubank and Benn scrap it out. It would be justified to spend that money though. Maybe. Just maybe. Now, as far as a prediction goes for this one, I'm not going to get into that too yet. I'm not really going to get into that just yet. I made a mistake by doing UFC ABC very, very early. And I think I'm going to do it closer to the time now when it's fights. I mean, on the announcement, I'll talk about it. I'm not going to predict it. I'll talk about it. And what I think the build-up's going to be, what's going to be surrounding the event, where it is, what date, etc. But as far as predictions go, I'm going to leave that closer to time. I mean, I don't really want to get into it too much because I can feel myself slowly getting into a prediction. But I mean, I will, into the build-up of this, I will be talking about the first fight. I think I'm going to do a full breakdown of the first fight. To be honest, we could just do it now. Should we do it now? Let's do it now. It's been a while. So the first fight, I mean, the build-up was the build-up. It was very dark for a long time, which, what did we expect? It was going to be. It was going to be very dark. And to be honest, I did like it. I loved it. I thought every single time, I didn't know if... I'm not really a massive Eubank Jr. fan, but when it came to this fight, when it means something to him, it means something to him. Like, the only comparison I really have was Billy Joe, because you knew Junior really, really hated Billy Joe. Um, and I kind of got that vibe for the build up for the Eubank Ben first. Now, what did I think was going to happen in the first fight? My prediction for the first fight, before I actually, like, for my own personal prediction, before I even had the channel, I thought Eubank was going to get a stoppage in the the 7th, 8th round. I thought he was going to be too big for him, which, to be honest, he was. He could bully Connor whenever he wanted to. Um, but hats off to Connor, he took some massive shots, and vice versa to Eubank. I mean, he took some massive shots. They both left it all in there. Me personally, from fights that I've seen, that's probably in my top 2, if not top 3 fights of all time. If not the, to date, from top of my memory right now, that is the best boxing fight that I have seen, including the build up, to date. I'm not saying as in regards of boxing skills and level of skill set or competition or divisions or whatever. It's mainly the fight in itself. You get those fights where you think, "Phew." I mean, a lot them fights you don't really see fighters go through it. You've either got that in you or you don't, and not many fighters do have that in them. And that night, I mean, the history of the fathers really brought it out in the fight. It was a very close fight. I mean, I had it closer than what some judges scored it. I think some had it like 4 rounds to Eubank Jr. or 3 rounds, but then I think it was vice versa as well. I can't actually fully remember, but I remember it being I had it closer than what the judges did. Um, yeah, I mean, a lot of people were saying robbery, 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 which I do not get the term of that. It really frustrates me. So it seems to be what it's all about now. Robbery this, robbery that. The terminology of a robbery is somebody who's clearly winning round after round after round, and then the judges go against it. Normally it's a way fighter. Normally it's a way fighters that it happens to. That's a robbery. Not a fight that could be decided between 1 or 2 rounds, maybe 3 at best. That's not a robbery. That's, if you don't want it to go there, don't let it go there. And I'm not saying that Eubank Jr. or Ben weren't trying to do that, because they really were trying to take each other's heads off. Like, if you're looking at top level, there's not many fighters that would keep that pace, or not many fighters that wouldn't be stopped in that scenario. Like, say if for instance, I don't know, like a Eubank Jr. had the skill set of a Crawford, and he fought the way he did, then, like, if Crawford was to put that display on any boxer with this anyone that's on a skill set close to him, I wouldn't say on the same, because I don't think there's anybody really on the same skill level as Crawford other than Usyk, really. But anyway, Crawford would just get him out. You know what I mean? And that's the only comparison that I could have, um, with the pressure and how the fight was going, etc. I mean, it was just. It can either make a boxing fan want to do boxing or completely avoid it, because if they want to get into boxing, they think, oh, screw that, I don't really want to. I like the idea of getting in a fight, but if that's a sort of fight that I'm probably going to be getting into, no, I don't really fancy it. Some fighters do, or some people that do train, have that sort of worry when it comes to fights like that. But nonetheless, it'll make you a fan for life. And there's only a handful of fights or moments that you get to witness a fight like that, or just the build up in its general. The walkout in itself. I mean, how captivating was that? To think that Senior, neglected, disgraced, was sworn that the fight wasn't going to happen. He had everybody fooled. Look at the way he came out with Eubank Jr. Every single boxing fan felt that deep, whether it was from a personal connection or was it because of the sport in general. That's crazy. That is mad. I mean, going thinking about that, like, you just imagine. I don't think it's hard to say, because yeah, there would be, but you'd think that nobody on that night would have probably beat Eubank Jr. But I mean, realistically, there would be a lot of fighters that could have beat Eubank Jr on that night. But it's just that sense of expression, right? That in that moment, he was probably unbeatable, untouchable. That's probably how he felt. Like that's how he probably felt inside. And he was just blessed that it was somebody with Connor's skill set that just wanted to take his head off. Didn't really so much look like he wanted to box. He just wanted to hurt Eubank Jr. I mean, that's kind of what we were expecting anyway. But yeah, mad stuff. Mad stuff. That really in the feels. In the feels. Of you. I'm going back to it again. There's no way you're a boxing or combat sports fan and you watched that whole build up and you saw that walkout and didn't feel a little something in there, something triggered in you. Something just was like, whoa, what am I feeling here? Like this ain't what I feel. What's happening here? I thought he wasn't supposed to be here. Seeing him get out of that car, he was meant to be there. And it showed up on the night. Eubank Jr got the win, sealed it. Great fight. Can't wait for the second one. What do you guys think? Let me know about the first one. What do you think about the second one? We'll stay up to date as the days progress and we find out a little bit more about the contracts and so on. But 20th of September, as we know, London. Yeah. But thank you for coming for another video. And I promise you it won't be as long as this wait. I promise you. You've got me for good now. I ain't going anywhere. But thank you again for coming across another video. And I'll catch you at the next one. But please do not forget to like and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you at the next one. Whoosh.